Hello everyone. I, Ms. Bhavna Danesh Munod, welcome you all in Agricultural Development Trust, Shardabai Pawar, Mahila Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sharda Nagar, Baramati. Good day, dear students. Last period, we studied from this chapter characteristics of an entrepreneur and qualities of an entrepreneur. Now, we are going to study our next point, that is functions of an entrepreneur. So, the first function of an entrepreneur is innovation. Innovation means what? Having new ideas in mind, building new ideas, having creativity in mind. So, innovator, always having new concept in mind. That is called as innovative, new ideas. So, here they have told the first function of an entrepreneur, children, that he should be an innovator. So, an entrepreneur is basically an innovator. He introduces new combinations of means of production. Also, he introduces new products and bring changes in the existing products. So, customers are satisfied with new products or new features in existing products. So, innovation is also necessary. To solve problems that arise in the business. So, innovation means what? Having new ideas. So, an entrepreneur, they have told the first function is that it should be an innovator. So, introduce new products, bring changes in the existing products, and the customers are satisfied with new products or new features in the existing products. So, innovation also necessary to solve the problem, to have new ideas in mind, and to bring change in existing products. Then the second one or second function of an entrepreneur is determination of objectives. See, an entrepreneur has to determine aims and objectives of the business. So there may be difference between primary and secondary objectives of the enterprise. So he can change these objectives as per the market situations. So the second function of an entrepreneur is what? Determination of objectives. Now, an entrepreneur, what he has to determine aims and objectives of the business. So there may be a difference, say, between primary and secondary objectives of an entrepreneur. So these objectives will be taken into consideration as per the market situations. So the second function of an entrepreneur, that he should always be fixed or determine whatever he want to achieve, the goals, what are his objectives. So primary it will be different and secondary objectives will be different. So that objectives the entrepreneur has to consider in mind. Then the third function of an entrepreneur is development of market. Now, the entrepreneur has to find out different ways for marketing the products and services of his enterprise. So he can conduct surveys or research to understand the customer's demand. So when the markets are developed constantly, the demands of the consumers will increase. So development of market over here. The third function of an entrepreneur, what it is? To find out different ways for marketing the products and services of their enterprise. So the entrepreneur can conduct surveys or research to understand the customer's demand. So when the markets are developed constantly, the demands of the consumers will increase. So development of market is there for an entrepreneur. So the third function of an entrepreneur is what? To develop market. To develop market how? Regarding the production services, regarding the demand and supply of the product, whether customers are happy with their product or not, what change they want, what are the customers' complaint. These things the entrepreneur should keep in mind regarding their production. They should have the knowledge of marketing. They should have the knowledge of their product, whether the product is of good quality and they are providing in better quantity to the market. So development of market means what? The third function of an entrepreneur is what? Regarding the entrepreneur has to find out different ways for marketing the products and services of the enterprise. So he can conduct surveys or research to understand the customer's demand. So the markets are developed constantly, they have told the demands of the consumers will increase. Then the fourth function of an entrepreneur is new technology. See, technical knowledge is more important, whether you adapt modern technology or you adapt olden technology. So introduction of new technology will always result in growth of business. So new machinery, advanced technology, new and scientific methods of production, etc. These are the functions of an entrepreneur, means they should have a knowledge of which methods of production they are using, advanced machinery they are using, advanced technology is there, new machinery is there. So, new technology, that means an entrepreneur should have knowledge of new machineries, how to use advanced technology, what are the new and scientific methods to improve the production process, methods of production, which techniques should be used, where they will be profitable. See, this all technologies, knowledge an entrepreneur should have. So, the fourth function of an entrepreneur is what? New technology. Means in global world, every day there is an invention of new technology. Introduction of new technology will always result in growth of business. So that is new machinery, advanced technology, and new and scientific methods of production. So 4 functions we have studied. Now next function we will see the fifth function of an entrepreneur. So the fifth function is what, children? Maintaining good relations. See, the fifth function is what? Maintaining good relations. So, maintaining good relations means what, children? Wherever we have good relationship, working atmosphere is good in an organization. So, your superiors, subordinates, everywhere we have communication skills proper, if we talk and speak properly to the people, there will be a healthy relationship environment, maintaining relationship in good conditions. So coordination among the employee is most important and it is the key of success, children. So maintain good relations. That is, it is necessary to maintain healthy atmosphere in an organization depending upon the efficient relationship between subordinates and superiors. So coordination is must among the employees and that is the key of success. Then the sixth point is what? Organizing funds. So the sixth function of an entrepreneur is what? Organizing funds. So entrepreneur has to find out different financial resources because advocate and continuous finance is always necessary for business. Good and honest relationship with the investors is necessary for business. Now children, who are the investors? Investors means who invest their money. Now suppose I am not in a company but I am an investor of the company, means my 2 lakh or 5 lakh rupees are with the company, I have given to company to run the business. So I am an investor. So they have told you have to maintain good relationships, means the company should have friendly relationships with me. They should talk politely with me. There should be proper communication skills with me. Why? Because of investors. So entrepreneur needs to find out different financial resources because see, everywhere money is required, the company has to maintain its position economically strong, financially strong. So investors are required, finance is required, and whatever finance the company, whatever money the company is using, that money should be in advocate good quantity so that they can run up the business, they can expand the business. So the finance should never be less in a company. It should always be in a lump sum quantity, in advocate quantity, which is very necessary for business. So good relationship as well as good relationship with investors and honest relationship with investors is very much important in a business organization. Then the next function of an entrepreneur is taking decisions. And this is the most important part, children, that we should know how to take decisions rather than depending on others. Taking decisions. So an entrepreneur has to take wise decisions for his enterprise. So timely and correct decisions are also important and necessary for a proper business plan. So an entrepreneur should always consider the pros and cons. Pros and cons means before and after what will happen when the decision has been taken. Either whatever decision the entrepreneur has taken, it may consider profit or it may be loss. Whatever situation will arise, he should be ready. That is pros and cons. Success or failure. Depending on that, before taking any business decision, the entrepreneur should have proper knowledge of what will happen if a certain decision is taken, and what will happen afterwards if that decision is not successful. So all pros and cons, that is befores and afters, what situation will arise, he should think properly and then take a decision. Who? Entrepreneur. So the seventh function of an entrepreneur is what? Taking decisions. That an entrepreneur has to take wise decisions for his enterprise. Timely and correct decisions are also important and necessary for a proper business plan. Should always consider the pros and cons before taking any decision. So, 7 functions of entrepreneur we have studied, children. Now we come to again revision regarding functions of an entrepreneur. So we studied functions as first, he should be an innovator. Then the second, determination of objectives should be there. He should determine whatever objectives he has planned. Then the third, development of market should be there. Fourth, he should have new technology knowledge. Fifth, an entrepreneur should maintain good relationship between his subordinate superiors. Sixth, whatever funds are there, he should use in an advocate and proper manner. And the seventh one is, taking decision is an important part in an entrepreneurship development. Now we come to our next point in the chapter, children. Now we have studied qualities, we have studied characteristics of an entrepreneur, we have studied functions of an entrepreneur. Now we are going to see from this chapter what is entrepreneurship development. Till now we studied about how an entrepreneur should be. Now we have to study what is an entrepreneurship development. So let us see what is an entrepreneurship development. Meaning, see, entrepreneurship, they have told, is a purposeful activity of an individual or group, associated individuals, undertaken to initiate, maintain and aggregandize profit by production and distribution of economic goods and services. So entrepreneurship, what they have told, purposeful activity of an individual or group of associated individuals. So it will be helping in maintaining aggregate profit by production and distribution of economic goods and services. So what is an entrepreneurship? Activity of an individual or a group of associated individuals, children, who has taken an initiative to maintain and aggregandize profit. Means what? To have that profit concept in mind. By what? Production and distribution of goods and services in an economy. So a group of an individual working together having one motive of earning profit for their company, that is called as entrepreneurship development. So how they will earn? By production of goods and services in an economy. Now we'll come to see the next point, that is characteristics of an entrepreneurship one by one. Now see, characteristics of an entrepreneurship we are studying. Already we studied qualities, functions. Now we are studying about entrepreneurship development, and that characteristics we have to study. Now see, entrepreneurship is a process of what? Setting up new business organization. It is also the process where one decides to build a business. So it is a career by finding the market options and mobilizing the available resources. So the following are the characteristics of entrepreneurship. The first one is innovation. Now see, entrepreneurship is an innovation. Innovative, we have studied this point. Innovative means what? Having new ideas, concept, new things in mind. So the introduction of new combination of various factors of production is called as innovation. So a new product arrives in the market, uses new production technology, discovers new source of supply of raw materials and opens a new market for the specific product. So in view of changing taste of consumers from time to time, entrepreneurship focuses on the research and development to produce goods to satisfy the customers. So what it has been told in innovation? Entrepreneurship is what in innovation, children? That it is discovering new source of supply of raw materials and opens a new market for specific product. So customers changes, demand changes, consumers taste changes time to time. So when customer or consumer is demanding for a particular product according to his taste and habit, the producer has to provide that particular demanding product to the customer, and the customer should be satisfied with that product. That is called as innovating ideas in entrepreneurship development. The customer, main thing, the main concept is the customer should be satisfied. Then the second characteristics of an entrepreneurship development is economic activity. Now see, an entrepreneur produces a new product for the customer as per their needs. He feels that the need of this will satisfy human wants and as well in exchange earn a better livelihood. So it is a systematically planned activity as per the skills and knowledge of an entrepreneur. So an entrepreneurship is an economic activity, children. So an entrepreneur, what the entrepreneur does, he produces a new product for the customers as per their needs. So he feels that the need of this should satisfy human wants, as well as in exchange they should have earning regarding better livelihood. So it is a systematically planned activity as per the skills and knowledge of an entrepreneur. Hence entrepreneurship, they have told, is an economic activity. Why? Because every time the entrepreneur looks after customer satisfaction, children. So whatever the things are there regarding an entrepreneur, it is planned systematically. Activities are planned properly. Why they are planned properly? So whatever skills and knowledge are there of an entrepreneur, that will be used in business. He will have a better production, and when productions are better, the business is in profit, children, then what will happen? The business will expand as well as it will enjoy profit. Now the next characteristic of an entrepreneur, children, is creative activity. We are studying about what? Entrepreneurship development. Now the next characteristics of an entrepreneurship development is what? Creative activity. Now see, innovation, whatever innovative ideas are there, they should have a strong support of creativity. So introducing creativity in producing something new is a big challenge for an entrepreneur. So thus creativity is an essential, say, or important part of an entrepreneurship. Creative activity, creative new things. Say suppose for example, children, now regarding a complaint has come about your packing of the product. Say a customer has complained. So what you will do? Whatever innovative thing will come in your mind, so you will immediately change the packing of the product. You will have innovative ideas, concept. Now take an example of Dairy Milk, children. Now Dairy Milk already is a popular brand. Everybody likes that chocolate, Dairy Milk, for example. But I think if you notice, after 2 or 3 years, Dairy Milk always have new innovative packing. If you have observed that Dairy Milk, whatever that Cadbury is there, always it has some new advertisement and some new packing material. That is creativity, having new ideas. So this creativity always they have told is very important to achieve success in business. So they have told innovation should have a strong support of creativity. So introducing creativity in producing something new is a big challenge for the entrepreneur, and thus creativity is an essential part of entrepreneurship, children. Now the fifth point is what? Managing skill and leadership. So the fifth point or the fifth function of an entrepreneurship development is what? A person who wants to be a successful entrepreneur should have more passion of doing something, that we have studied in qualities, that he should be passionate. Who? An entrepreneur. So they have told when regarding development is there, managerial skills mean an entrepreneur should have the quality of managing. He should use his skills, capabilities, knowledge to manage the whole organization. That is most important factor, that is leadership and managerial skill an entrepreneur should have. So other skills can be considered secondary. So whatever other talents he will be having, it will be considered secondary, but the primary factor for an entrepreneur is what? Having leadership skills, managing the department, managing the workers. So an entrepreneur must have the ability to lead and manage. So the next characteristics is what? Managerial skill and leadership, where they have told that a person who wants to be successful entrepreneur should have more passion of doing something new than just earning profit. So leadership and managerial skills are the most important facts of entrepreneurship. Other skills can be considered secondary. An entrepreneur must have the ability to lead and manage. Then The sixth one is what? The sixth characteristics is skillful management. So the success of any entrepreneurship depends on the management of the organization. So with professional management and skilled managers, entrepreneurship becomes successful activity. So the success of any entrepreneurship depends on the management of the organization. So with professional management and skilled managers, children, entrepreneurship becomes successful activity when the manager uses his skills, that is entrepreneurship uses their skill, management of the organization. So with professional management and skilled managers, children, entrepreneurship becomes successful activity. Now the next characteristics of entrepreneurship development is what, children? Regarding risk bearing. So risk bearing, we already have studied risk bearing. Risk bearing is what, children? Risk, taking a risk factor. So risk bearing is what? Always take a risk. That risk is assured, means it cannot be calculated. Anytime any situation will arise in a business organization. So the entrepreneur should be ready. So he should be ready, whatever arises, whatever happens, he should take decisions properly and act according to that. So they have told that uncertainty is defined as a risk which cannot be. See, uncertainty is defined as risk which cannot be calculated, say children, or insured, and it is incalculable. So entrepreneur is an agent who buys. What he will buy, children? Who buys factors of production at certain prices in order to combine them into a product, to sell them at certain prices in future, and thus they are two risk bearing agents in production. So take a risk and make your business successful by taking proper decision. Then the eighth characteristics of entrepreneurship development is gap filling function. Fill up the gap. So the most significant feature of entrepreneurship is gap filling. So it is the entrepreneur's job to fill up the gap or make up the deficiencies which always exist in the knowledge about the production function. So what is there? The most significant factor of entrepreneurship is what? Gap filling. So entrepreneur's job is to what? Fill up the gap or make up whatever deficiencies are coming which are existing in the knowledge about the production function. So gap filling function should be there. That is one more regarding entrepreneurship development. So the most significant feature of entrepreneurship development is what? Gap filling. So gap will be there. Whatever deficiencies, obstacles, whatever the things are lacking, that should be always exist in the knowledge about the production function. So this we are studying about what, children? Regarding characteristics of entrepreneurship development. So what we have studied in this, meaning as well as characteristics, that he should be an innovator, economic activity should be used, creative activity should be there, managerial skills and leadership should be there, skillful management should be there, then he should be risk bearer and gap filling function. That means an entrepreneurship, for entrepreneurship development, gap, fill up the gap, whatever obstacles are there, whatever hurdles are there, whatever drawbacks are there in your company, in your organization, just fill up the gap between them, and then an entrepreneurship development can be done, children. So enough for this period. Next period we will study about process of entrepreneurship development, children. Thank you.